Hey everyone, Hitesh here from ET's personal tech team. Now today we have a hotly anticipated new device. This is the OnePlus 6. So you can see what the box looks like, the speed you need, obviously referring to the fact that this has the latest Snapdragon 845, OnePlus 6 on the side. Fairly similar box to before. Now this is a pre-release box, so it does not have the price on it, but we do know what the different variants are and the different storage versions that they have, so we'll just get into that. This is the 128 GB mirror black version. So let's see what we get in the box and take a look at the device itself. Now there are three versions of the OnePlus 6. There is a 6GB and 64GB version. So 6GB RAM, 64 storage. Similarly, there's the 828, which is this version. And there is also a special edition, Avengers special edition, in fact. So they have tied up with Disney and Marvel for that. And that is an 8GB RAM and 256GB storage version. So this is the mirror black, very glossy surface, almost looks like ceramic. Let's just keep that off to the side for a minute. Over here we have, there's the typical dash charger, the red USB Type-C cable signature, OnePlus color. In here we have what looks like a soft case. Yes, a soft TPU case. We have the SIM eject tool, quick start guide, and this is a pretty nice case that they've included. It also has a little extra lip towards the four edges. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little extra lip on all four edges to protect the phone when it falls down. So really give that screen a little bit of extra protection. So that's nice. Let's move on to the device itself. We remove the sticker so that you can get a better look at the back glass. So there you have it. This is the mirror black edition OnePlus 6. We'll power it on. In the meantime, we'll just take a quick look around the device itself. You've got USB Type-C, the speaker, 3.5mm, power button on the right. There is the typical alert slider, though the alert slider is actually on the other side. Normally OnePlus phones have it on the left side. This time the alert slider is on the right. On the left you do get the typical volume up and down. Fingerprint sensor is on the back. It's now an oval shape. Here's the dual camera, dual LED flash, and the OnePlus logo, which is underneath the glass. Now this has Gorilla Glass 5 front and rear, so it will have a lot of that extra protection against scratches and drops. But yes, if you do feel about a little paranoid about scratches, you probably will end up getting screen guards for it in any case. There are three colors available, or so we've told so far. This is the mirror black. There is also a midnight black, which is not as glossy as this one. So the midnight black is more of a matte finish, and there's also a silk white, also a matte finish, which has a sort of a pearlescent glow. So three colors there, apart from the Avengers edition. So four total editions of this. Raise up to the face, power on, and it is unlocked. That's how fast the face unlock is, and that is continuing actually from the OnePlus 5T. The fingerprint sensor around the back at a very convenient location. You can of course use that if you don't want to use face unlock at any point in time. Now this is a 6.28 inch 2280 by 1080 pixels, 19:9 aspect ratio, and I don't know if you can see the edges really well. Maybe I can open up the settings page and you should be able to see that. Oh no, that's actually not using up the notch either. But there you go. Now you can actually tell the edges of the display, and excellent experience, software experience again. This is Oxygen OS, absolutely zero bloatware on it by default. This is coming with Android 8.1. There is already an update. I've just started up the phone. There's already an update that adds the super slow-mo motion, the modes. I will just talk about that in a second. One of the big things I think a lot of people have been asking about, and especially since the 5T did not have that, is optical image stabilization. So now this has a 16 megapixel f1.7 camera with optical image stabilization. There is a 20 megapixel secondary camera, and the front camera is a 16 megapixel f2.0, and the battery is 3300 mAh, so also with dash charging, OnePlus's proprietary super fast charging system. It's the fastest that at least we've seen on any phone. And the charger, of course, is supplied in the box, so you have to use that charger and the cable. This actually has a sheen, the frame, that matches the sheen of the back glass. Now the glass curves into the edges, and there's a light curve to it on both sides, so it really fits really nicely into the hand. Another thing that OnePlus has included is water resistance on this phone. So actually, if you pull out the SIM card, you can tell that it has a little rubber ring around it for that extra water resistance. So they don't have any certification like IP65 or 67 or anything like that, but they do have water resistance built in, so it can survive the odd splash or two, but not to be used underwater. So 4K 60 FPS video recording, optical image stabilization. There is also a super slow-mo mode. It can record 720p video at 480 frames per second. Now here's a quick comparison of the OnePlus 5T on the left, the 6 on the right. Exactly the same footprint, the same feeling. This is the midnight black, obviously this is metal and this is glass. So the same kind of curve, the same horizon line, the same footprint, but this was already an 18:9 display. Now here they've gone ahead and made it 19:9 thanks to the addition of the notch and the screen going all the way to the top. OnePlus has also sent us these cases. They will have their own branded cases as well. So the sandstone is available as a case if you still prefer that. They also have the silicone, the carbon, the real wood finish cases, and there is a brand new case as well, the nylon case, which has a nylon texture on the back. So these are the different kind of cases that's going to be available for it. And of course, the first sale for the OnePlus 6 is for Amazon Prime members only on the 21st, and the regular sale starts on the 22nd of May. Now, in terms of prices, obviously we do not have the prices yet because we made this video much in advance of the actual launch. We are expecting a price of about a starting price for the 6GB and 64GB storage variant for around 38,000. So starting price there, and the Avengers Edition, which will be the 256 gigabyte storage option, that is only available in 256. So that obviously will be the top of the line. Probably we're guessing in the region of about 45 to 47,000 rupees. And one thing worth mentioning also, that it is using the DDR4X kind of type of RAM, so faster RAM, and it has UFS 2.1 storage as well. So fast storage, so much faster installation of apps, although it still does have USB 2.0, not 3.0 transfer speed. So that's one possible omission that you can look at. And a lot of people were expecting that because it has a glass back, it would have wireless charging, but that's not the case. So no wireless charging this time. OnePlus simply says that it is just not good enough, not fast enough. And with dash charge, you actually can just plug it in for about 15-20 minutes and get enough power for the rest of the day. So you don't really need that wireless charging, but we were expecting it to be included because of the glass back. So that's about it. You've got a complete overview of the device. If you have any specific questions about this or the other variants, then do get back to us, reach out to us in the comments or on Twitter directly. Thanks for watching.